Don in London, hello. October the 28th. My videos all about recovery from addiction to either substance or behaviour. My addictive substance, alcohol. My behaviour, equally addictive. Around people, places, things, especially work and relationships. Trying to be perfect and never so. In fact, a very trying person. So these days, just trying to be myself on a daily basis and be sober. I put sober first so the rest of life can happen. If I'm sober, life can work. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy, happy or sad. It can be anything depending on life experience, and life experience is our greatest teacher. So what helps me keep sober is a fellowship, AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. I don't speak for it, never can, never will, never want to. AA is full of unique, authentic people who speak for themselves where they choose. Their experience, strength and hope. What I share here is the daily reflections from this book, from AA, the Fellowship. A daily reflection each day just to help me with my sobriety. And October, all about step 10, the daily inventory, which is so important, of what has worked and what hasn't, and where I've made mistakes, promptly admit them so I can learn from them. So I guess for me step 10 is all about humility, the humility to be able to keep on learning about life and not let pride and ego get in the way. So for today, it's actually talking about the traditions, October 28th, an unbroken tradition. We conceive the survival and spread of Alcoholics Anonymous to be something of far greater importance than the weight we could collectively throw back at any other cause. So in other words, AA is there for one primary purpose: to get sober, stay sober. How much it means to me that an unbroken tradition of more than half a century is a thread that connects me to Bill W. and Dr. Bob, and those are the co-founders of the fellowship. How much more grounded I feel to be in a fellowship whose aims are constant and unflagging. I am grateful that the energies of AA have never been scattered, but focused instead on our members and on individual sobriety. So in other words, sobriety is what it's all about. Unique, authentic people, unique, authentic lives continue, and a fellowship which helps keep us sober so we may have those lives to live. My beliefs are what make me human. I am free to hold any opinion. That's the same for everyone else, so I need not trample on the toes of others in the fellowship. But AA's purpose, so clearly stated 50 years ago, and I think it's now 75 years ago, and longer, is for me to keep sober. That purpose has promoted round-the-clock meeting schedules and the thousands of intergroup and central service offices with their thousands of volunteers. Like the sun focused through a magnifying glass, AA's single vision has lit a fire of faith in sobriety in millions of hearts, including mine. And I think that's absolutely true. It's around one purpose, sobriety, that the fellowship exists, nothing else. We don't actually then go out and say AA is now part of X, Y and Z. AA is there for personal sobriety, individual sobriety, and unity in fellowship for that to happen. So we help each other stay sober. Critical. Anything else will get in the way. Sober first, life works. Doesn't mean it's going to be happy. It means that life is difficult and we endeavour to live it as it is. So when it's hard or tough, easy, soft, or I just need to remind myself that sober is most important, the Serenity Prayer, which is about can do, cannot do, is always a good guide to what I can and cannot do. So to God, or in good conscience, depending on our personal belief system, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot do, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference for me is just for today.